Guess who's back?
Us.
Us.
This is us.
This is us. Love Unfiltered is back.
Yes.
It's been a minute, y'all, but we are so happy to be back on the scene, crispy and clean.
Oh, you can try.
But don't lie.
You can't intervene.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
that's right.
yes.
Look, nothing comes between the stuff that, we got going on. Our goals, our love, our relationship is just, is the bond is that tight. So, sometimes other things got to wait because we got the important priorities going on. And let's talk a little bit about, what we've been doing and why they haven't seen us in such a long period of time.
I would say life has truly been life, and we experienced some losses in life. We experienced some losses in family, friends, in probably every aspect of life, which has kind of caused a setback, and we had to just take a step back from being on the camera and just living out some adversity and getting through it, and not in a sense of not always negative, but like I said, we lost some people. We lost Coach Mike. I lost my friend Siobhan and her family. So that kind of put me in a position where I really didn't want to be on camera. I was probably super and overly emotional and just not ready for the lights, camera, and the action. I just kind of wanted to be still for a while and do some things and set some goals at the same time.
Well, I don't know how much you're prepared to actually, talk about this or dive into this, but the last time that everybody saw us, we were doing a podcast for the empowerment brunch.
Yeah, that was the last one.
Siobhan was actually there.
Siobhan
was there.
Shout out to Siobhan for always showing up for me.
Yes, rest
That's
in peace.
just who she was. That's just who she was.
Rest in peace. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? Because that's, where we kind of left off at, and those were one of the losses that you were referring to. Just a little bit.
So that brunch was, I don't remember the exact date. I know it was
the greatest rapper of all time died on March 9th.
March 9th. Yeah, Siobhan, as well as her sister Simone and my whole Jersey crew came down to support me for that empowerment brunch. That theme was I Lack Nothing. And that following Saturday, Siobhan and her family were involved in a horrifying, tragic car accident, which claimed the lives of all three of them. And I'm just truly grateful for the opportunity to spend those precious moments, that time with her. And even after the brunch, my friends always come back to the house, and I just remember us sitting around talking, busting it up, catching up, Siobhan always shopping, and just being her. So I could sit here and be emotional, but if anything, I'm more grateful that I had the opportunity to spend that time with her and to see her for who she was, just always supporting and, like I said, always showing up. So I'm truly grateful, and I know that she is in heaven, and she's looking down on all of us, and you're not going to get me to cry.
No, you're getting
she's
there.
in a
You're
great place. Shout out to Simone, Jamal, and Mr. Stewart, just for your strength and your peace and God's comfort. We're here, and we love y'all, and, just call on us when you need us.
Yes, and just from a spiritual standpoint, for the fact that she came to the event.
Right.
Only God knows, that time. And God allowed her to make time to, spend that time with her sister who, came to the event as well as with you. Right. So, some of her last precious moments were, here with us at our event, hearing the great word that was spoken by Jason Nelson, Bishop Jason Nelson, and, just being able to fill up on all of that stuff, not knowing that, you only have a few more days left, to live your life. Looking at that in hindsight from a spiritual standpoint, it just shows you how great, God is. And, I just truly appreciate being able to, to witness the friendships that, you all have, and how much you mean to each other. That process was, it wasn't an easy process. It's never easy when you lose a loved one, but it wasn't easy for Simone and Jamal and, their father. But, to see you all as, sisters and, friends, standing, with her and, for her, and just being there for Simone. And, what I'm saying? Like, just to see that, like, it just made me feel, it's so good to be married to somebody so strong that, I know that's going to be there for people, and just to see that they call on you, for those things, makes me feel good. Makes me feel good because I know that I have somebody that. Side note, real quick. Side note. You're going to Woman Evolve
this
coming
week.
up
Yes,
this week, right?
Yes.
And
with another tribe of strong women.
Right, which is dope because you always, do stuff like that and get the women together and do stuff. Y'all just did some other stuff. We'll get to all that stuff. That was Simone's birthday. Yes. Yeah, so that stuff is so dope. Like they went to the mountains for, their women's empowerment, but just a smaller group. And, you guys can email or you can put comments in if you want to learn more about how to, get involved with some of those retreats and things like that Wendy has throughout the year. It'll be some really cool stuff that you can get involved with. But, I don't bug out when you go to these places, when you go to get refilled and refueled and, re-energized and stuff like that. But I throw like sly little underhand comments and things like that. Yeah, but I want to tell you, on camera, like why I actually do that and throw those sly comments and things like that. And it's because like, sometimes, or most of those times, it reminds me of what life would be like without you. So I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to think about what our life would be without each other. So like I talk shit sometimes when it's time for you to go, or
just come back,
when you're out
boo.
there.
When I'm saying bye.
So the other day she was leaving out to go to the mountains and all this other type of shit. She was saying bye, and I was like, why don't you just stay? Like she didn't even leave yet, and I was giving her shit about leaving and shit. So this is pretty cool stuff. It's just like, I don't feel like Tootie asking me 1,000 times, like, where's mommy? Right. What time is mommy coming back? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff, like, gets under my skin. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes me feel a certain way. And I just wanted to tell you that it makes me think about, like, how I don't know if I could do life without you. You know what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to take that time to kind of share that with you and everything. I love you too, buddy. All right, so anyway, that was one of the reasons. That loss was one of the reasons. But we did come back on a high note, and we went to Dominican Republic to celebrate Siobhan and Rakeem. Yes,
20 years of marriage.
Yes, so we booked a trip for their 20th anniversary. Of course, not knowing that, they would be getting into a fatal accident. And, the entire family decided that we would still go to Dominican Republic to honor them and celebrate them, even though, we had already lost them. So we wound up going on a vacation, which was much needed. Amazing. But it was so amazing that we still got a chance to, just celebrate their lives and celebrate their marriage and, just their family dynamics all together and their spirits. It was a beautiful thing, man. I just, I appreciate that stuff because, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't take no breaks. Like I wouldn't, I'm like
None.
all gas, like
zero.
Yeah. So that was just another thing that kind of kept us busy and kept us going and stuff like that. But let's talk a little bit about, some more of the stuff that kind of kept us busy. Like, we've done a lot of stuff. We're sitting here in the new facility.
Well, we just got through. Are we at summer yet? Yeah, isn't like today the first day of fall?
I don't know.
Or maybe
it's like the 20-something, something like that.
We are at fall, so we went through a whole hot summer. It was a hot summer for everyone, but in that we survived it. And guess what, y'all? We are in a new facility.
Yeah, that's right. AWOL 2.0.
AWOL 2.0. We love it here. We absolutely love it here.
The energy is here. The spirit is here. You know what I'm saying? And we always we creating stuff, but at the end of the day, man, we got here and we felt the energy, we felt the vibe, and we knew we was home and it was a good spot. We was gonna make it work.
But I had to put that fire to you because you was kind of complacent over at 320.
That's what you said. That's what you think.
No, it is what it is. Like I move in the spirit, and sometimes you like to analyze and strategize everything, and I'm just like, listen, if God brought us through a pandemic, and brought me through 15 months of depression during the pandemic and brought legacy out of all of this, then he darn sure didn't miss when he, gave us this opportunity. So needless to say, if it had not been for me, y'all, we wouldn't even be here right now because my husband would be somewhere right now probably sweeping up 320. I'm just being real.
It wasn't like that, man. We talk about this a million times. I had made my mind up. I answered the call from God, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna go. And then, in the midst of all of that, it's just, sometimes you're just trying to figure out, all right, you told me to go and I'm ready to go, but how, man? Like, and with what? And sometimes, when those things aren't there, it's just like you're trying to, strategize and you're trying to put things together and stuff like that. So, it wasn't the fact that, I did not make the decision. It wasn't the fact that I was not moving. I just wasn't moving at your pace. Yeah.
But I mean, you also have to remember me. I do things, I know that I move like with a sense of urgency, because think about my transition from New Jersey to North Carolina, and then my transition from GPD to ACB, Anointed Couture. And also, like, I truly believe that in all of that, like, God has just built this tower of faith around me that I can testify and help other people move in that spirit.
Yeah.
Whenever that voice and that Holy Spirit says, you know what, it's time to go, I don't really question it. I just move in.
Hey, I didn't question it. I heard it and I answered. I said, yo, let's go. But at the end of the day, we had that conversation in the kitchen, and I was like, yo, boo, we need about 40 more grand to go. Yeah. And sometimes
you're the master of transformations. You could have been in here, we could have been doing calisthenics, and it still would have been popping.
I totally get that.
I get that you wanted to revamp, and this is beautiful. I didn't even expect this much. I'm like, we could take them treadmills, these dumbbells, I ain't care. I just want it out. And thank God for favor that we were able to create this new space with just everything just brand and grand new, and like I said, I love
brand
it.
New.
Brand
I like
new.
that.
Yeah, that's dope,
like
huh? That's kind of dope.
Shout out to King Canyon and the Grand Canyon.
The Grand Canyons, yeah, maybe that's where it came from.
Yeah, but I definitely feel great about the move and everything, and I'm just ready for the next chapter, the next season. And you made a statement just now, and you simply said we wouldn't have been here, without you and stuff like that. And that is a true statement in a lot of aspects, because you got to figure in the initial transition, coming home from prison, like a lot of the stuff, if you didn't do, if you didn't see, if you didn't, like rock with and have that faith in,
faith comes up again.
Yeah, we wouldn't, we literally wouldn't be here. So, at every stage and every phase, we need, to be, who we believe we are, who I believe you are, who you believe I am. And, we continue to be those people, not just for, each other, but for us and for our family and for our community. So, and that's why people are able to still call on us whenever, stuff like that happens, man. So,
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, talk to me.
What has been one of the most challenging things for you from leaving, I could say leaving the workforce, but leaving, what was that, not Gold's Gym, what was it called?
The Rush.
Starting AWOL Fitness. What was one of the most challenging things from that?
I think one of the most challenging things is in all of the transitions, and I think it's been recurring and reoccurring, that a sense of security. When I first come home from prison, I wasn't making a lot of money. Of course, you were the sole, breadwinner, of the household, and you took care of everything. Like, when you don't have the sense of security to contribute or to, handle your responsibilities and things like that, it kind of makes you, uneasy. It makes you, move a little different and things like that. So I think that's the most difficult part of each and every one of these transitions. You know what I'm saying?
And what was the most challenging thing for you leaving 320 to 2214?
The most challenging thing, one was trying to secure the resources to actually, come out with something new, something totally new. But on the flip side of that, the biggest challenge was doing like almost all the classes and having to build the stuff, and so pulling like 20-hour days.
Yeah.
That challenge was where Mike was really missed the most.
Absolutely.
During all of our other transitions, it was always Mike would always stand in that gap, and if it was something I had to take care of, I would be able to call on Mike to say, hey, Mike, I got to do this, that, and the third. I won't be able to do the joint. Can you, help out, stand in that gap right there? And, that was the biggest challenge. How did you feel, though, about me pulling like 20-hour days? Like, you feel, I'm not getting home till 10 o'clock at night. I'm waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm back out the door again. Like, how did you feel about, because now, granted, let me give you a reminder. What day did we go to? What was the Vegas date when we went to Vegas? We went to Vegas.
No, what?
Remember, August
that
is
was
Magic
August.
Show. Magic Show.
That was August. Was that like 9 through 12 or something like
Somewhere around there. I just don't know the exact days. Now, you tell me what day we actually had. You remember what day we actually had first classes here? I think it was like September 9th.
September 9th, yeah.
September 9th.
That was crazy.
So August 9th, we in Vegas or somewhere around
It was
there.
actually the week after now, I think about it.
So even later than that.
About the 18th through the 20th, because I just looked at.
So when we was there in August 18th to the 20th, right? The only thing that was in this building was those 3 logos on the wall right here.
Yeah.
So in less than 30 days, they saw all this.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's just crazy.
So you asked me how did I
I pulled
feel?
20-hour days. How did you feel about me being absent from the house 20 hours out of the day for those 25 or 30 days?
It's not, how did I feel? One, I felt defeated for you, because I would be in here trying to help you, and then I'll be like,
So
I'm
let me give you the reason for my question real quick before you go into that. No, the reason for my question is, no. I'm just going to give you this, and then, you may be able to elaborate a little bit more. So the reason for my question is, we have other couples that are out there where one of the spouses are maybe gone from the home. They have to work a lot. They're not seeing that much, and the one may have to do more parenting than the other. The other may have to do more duties with such and such. So just for that 30-day span, I just wanted to know like some of the things that you were feeling and going through.
I knew that it was necessary. I felt for you, like I said, because you just had this level of energy that I just was like, how? And I did a lot of praying, like, God, just keep them assertive, keep them alert, because we're here in this new space, but also sometimes when we overwhelm ourselves, like, our health can come into play. So I'm like, God, if it's anything, any seen or unseen danger, just keep them covered. That was a lot of my concern, but just a greater respect for your hustle, and for your love, for creativity, for AWOL. I tried not to give you too much slack, because once I said I put the fire to your feet, or whatever that saying is. Once you got it, you was on, and it wasn't nothing I could say like, shoot, no dinner. I knew I couldn't complain about nothing, because I asked for it. They say, be careful what you ask for. I asked for it, and you went all the way in, and like, I'm so proud of you. I think I've made several announcements, or kind of just giving you shout outs for your hard work and your efforts, and just being able to create all of this. And this is just simply like off the top, and just creating stuff off your phone and coming up with this, it's a lot. And I appreciate you for that. And I know that this place is just gonna be blessed, just because they say faith without work is dead. You worked. There's no way that God gonna leave us in this season. So I see great things. Like you said, the energy, the spirit is right. And I know it's gonna work for our good. And I'm just happy that this is just us, like no attachments to anybody else. And that's no shade, but you know, I'm not really big on partnering with other people and stuff. If it's not like me and you, then it's not always good for me. I have another business that I have the greatest partnership with one of my friends, but it's different when it's your spouse. And I never knew what life would be like working with you. Yeah. We butt heads a lot, but at the end of the day, our level of respect is great. I have great ideas. You consider this like your primary, and you made a comment the other day, and you were like, because this is mine. And I'm like, what? Because even before remember on the track outside at 320, you got smart, and I had to snap a little.
Yeah, I had to snap back.
You thought. Yeah, them people were scared. Y'all scared. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I had to snap on them. Going to tell me to leave, I could go home. Woo. Yeah. I said I ain't even gonna say what I said because I might be incriminating myself. But I mean, we had some serious moments, you know. But that's all a part of the job, right? It's a part of the grind, and we always persevere and get through it. It's part of
relationships too.
Absolutely,
like, a lot of people think that they've never been tested. A lot of people never been tested. Yeah. So every now and then I'm a certified boogeyman. I gotta pop out and show niggas. Gotta make sure you passing the test every now and then.
But you know I'm a little thrown off.
Oh, you're a lot thrown off.
I stay in prayer for that little girl who's that trauma. I stay in prayer. Yeah. But no, it's all good, and we grind together. And what I love is that we're still in love.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would definitely appreciate that.
We kind of lost some of the things that we started with, because we went like how we fast every Saturday. We lost that momentum just kind of with life happening. And even like our quarterly check-in. So I was actually listening to a podcast early this morning, and I'm like, it was something that the speaker said that reminded me, like, dang, we haven't done that in a while. So it's good to just kind of sit back and reflect and remember your foundation and what got you to this point. So those are some things I would love to, just get back on track.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Yeah, just all good. This is just where we at, y'all.
This is us. So some of the things that, real quick, we could just kind of go through. We went through we finished the women's empowerment. Then we had the loss of our loved ones. Then we came back and we had some goals that we wanted to do, like trying to figure out if we could find a place, a new gym, and just getting all that stuff together. And that was a whole journey in itself, just trying to figure out, find a place in, a short amount of time, you know what I'm saying, and try to make some stuff happen. So, all those things were popping up and coming up, but we handled them. We knocked them out, and, it just feels great to be, on the other side or entering a new season, and we know that there's a lot of work ahead of us, but I think we're up for it. And, the spirits are high and stuff like that right now. So as long as the energy is good, and we good.
Yeah. Right? For sure.
What else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
I don't know.
We just caught everybody up. I heard this saying before where it's, nobody's ever too busy, and we pretty much make time for what's important. What's important to us and what we believe are priorities. So, I just propose this to everybody out there, are you busy or are you handling business? Because some people aren't.
They just like to be.
Well, they're too busy to actually do anything, to do anything worthwhile. So are you handling your business or are you just busy? And I believe that, we're not, busy enough. I mean, we're not too busy to handle our business.
That's good.
Yeah, and I just think that
too busy to handle our business.
That's right. A lot of people we're putting off the main business for busy work and stuff like that, and we don't do that, and that's how we're able to kind of get our goals and stuff like that and stay connected. So it's pretty dope, man. I just wanted to talk about that. I mean, not talk about that. I wanted to bring that up, you know what I'm saying, to make sure. Yeah, but what else? Because we got some stuff going on. You got some things. You going to Woman Evolve?
Yeah, I'm going to Woman Evolve.
I'm
excited. I feel like I just came back from like a Woman Evolve, and that was celebrating. No, that was actually Simone's birthday weekend. We just kind of, all of her queer friends. I guess you could call it our little tribe retreat, but that was to celebrate her for her being her first year without her sister. But that was that. But it was good. It was so meaningful, and just how God led me to put that together for them, and for Simone to be in a good space for her birthday this year. But Woman Evolve is always like my reset.
Yeah. And
I always kind of scout, so to speak, 10 women to come along. So we have this great group of women. I get this dope Airbnb in Dallas, lavish, and we're just gonna have a great time and rejoice and just learn some new things. They have great workshops. Shout out to Sarah Jakes Roberts for just Woman Evolve. I'm always excited to go, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'm looking forward to the holidays and not Thanksgiving. Like this year, I don't even want no turkey. I kind of just want to go away with you so you can reset. So if the gym is closed for 3 to 4 days, y'all, don't bother my husband, please.
Yeah.
Let him live, because he cannot
what about
be
the turkey,
him.
though? Let's go back to the turkey.
I don't care about turkey. I just want to take you somewhere and just go
relax.
relax.
Eat those Thanksgiving.
No, we're going to eat. It might be tacos.
My birthday, tacos.
But no, we stay busy with legacy. We stay busy with
legacy,
business. So I want to do something non-traditional, just relax, and then we could go big for Christmas. And it's Legacy's 5th birthday this year. So I'm looking forward to that. And then we got a couple months, and Trinity's graduating from college. So
Trinity.
That's big.
Shout out to Trin, man.
Big.
I can't believe it's already that time.
For real. My dad thought she was still at Spelman. I'm like, no. This is we in year 2. And she got a couple months till she graduating from college. So so we got some great dates coming up. Like I said, Christmas. I'm looking forward to Christmas. And I always love Christmas, but I don't know, maybe get the family together and they come down here. But other than that, the grind never stops for us.
And the men's retreat.
And the men,
Putting that
together.
Trying to get that before the new year, but if not, we'll do it top of the year. So
and I want to get back on my empowerment tip in regards to community. I want to start doing stuff for young girls, some etiquette classes.
Well, that's 4th quarter. We got that.
That's coming up by the end of this year. So stay tuned for that because God is dropping some really good stuff in my spirit just to pour into these young girls. Something that nobody gave me.
And the health fair.
And the health fair.
The health fair coming up too.
Absolutely.
And the health fair for Q4 and October. Start off October. So it's going to be good, man. Y'all can come out and get some screenings. Shout out to Dana too. Shout out to your brother, Dana Saray, for It's Better to Know, IB2K initiative and everything.
I love it.
We'll be helping with that initiative as well, and with our help fair, we'll have some screenings and everything for people to come down and kind of check out what they got going on with themselves.
Actually, Dana is doing something in Greensboro, November 16th or 17th. Okay. So stay tuned for that, and that is Legends of the Song, as well as It's Better to Know, which is that health initiative. So stay tuned. He is bringing it to Greensboro, so it's going to be big and blessed. So I'm excited to be on his team for that. He already got me locked in for that.
And Legacy is going to be in the video.
And Legacy is going to be in her first music video. She's going to show out, y'all. Can you tell them what video it's going to be? I don't know. Like that? I just know the dates. I'm just supposed to show up.
Okay. It's something about smile, though, right?
Something about smiling.
Yeah. Whose song is it?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness, Jesus Christmas. All right, well stay tuned, y'all.
We'll give y'all, it's been great.
Yes. You happy to be back?
I'm happy. I am happy to be back. Y'all not gonna see us as often, but we're gonna try for at least once or twice a month. But we don't want to overdo it and overwhelm ourselves, and then y'all see us in another 6 months. So just stay tuned. You'll definitely catch us before the holidays. But we back. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Love Unfiltered.
Y'all know what it is. We'll holler at y'all on the next one.
Have a good one.